Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. You're probably asking yourself what could be so game-changing in the NFL right now, especially for the Packers. Well, there's a strong buzz coming from NFL circles, and it's all about a potential blockbuster trade involving A.J. Brown, the dynamic wide receiver from the Philadelphia Eagles. I know the Eagles are currently fighting to stay afloat at 6-8, and their offense has been pretty inconsistent, averaging around 25 points per game. But behind the scenes, sources close to Adam Schefter reveal that Philly is quietly exploring a major move that could shake up the NFC East and by extension the entire conference. And it's all centered around A.J. Brown, one of the most physically gifted and explosive receivers in the league. So what's the scoop? Well, it looks like the Eagles are considering trading A.J. Brown to the Green Bay Packers in exchange for a first-round pick plus a second-round selection. That's a significant haul for a team that's already looking ahead to the future, especially after a season marked by offensive struggles and injuries. Philadelphia is also eyeing the cap space that this deal could free up, around $21 million, so they can revamp their defensive line and focus on drafting a young wide receiver to help Jalen Hurts and the offense bounce back after some key injuries, including tight end Dallas Goedert's recent shoulder issues. A.J. Brown, as many Packers fans already know, is a force of nature. The guy is built like a tank and has the route-running skills and contested catch ability that make defenses sweat. In 2025, he's been absolutely electric, racking up 88 receptions for 220 yards and 10 touchdowns. That's an average of about 13.9 yards per catch, and he's been a big yard-after-catch threat with a YAC of 60 yards, ranking him among the top 4 wide receivers in that category. His PFF grade is an impressive 95, and he's been highly efficient in EPA per target at plus 0.34, with a route success rate of around 25 yards per route. Not to mention, he's got a contested catch rate of 62%, despite dealing with a shoulder injury that sidelined him for 2 games in Week 9. His career stats are equally impressive, over 800 yards and 48 touchdowns in 90 games, with big plays over 20 yards making up about 35% of his routes, according to NFL.com. Now, naturally, the Eagles are a little cautious about parting with Brown, especially considering his cap hit of around $26 million for 2026. They're not exactly thrilled about adding that kind of financial burden to their books in the NFC East, where the Cowboys and other division rivals are constantly pushing for dominance. Philly's focus seems to be on building a team with younger, more cost-effective pieces, especially after a recent rebuild that didn't produce the playoff success they hoped for with Jalen Hurts. They're prioritizing draft picks to shore up their offensive line and build for the future, rather than risking their cap space on a player like Brown, who, despite his talent, is a big-ticket item. For the Packers, though, this potential trade could be a game-changer. At 9-5, Green Bay has already shown they're in the playoff hunt, especially with their receiving core having been impacted recently by Watson's chest and shoulder issues, which have kept him out per Fox 11 on December 18th. With just 210 yards passing allowed per game, the Packers' defense has been stout, but their offense has needed a boost, particularly in the passing game. Adding A.J. Brown would give Jordan Love a true number 1 receiver, someone who can match up with and beat almost any corner in the league. His ability to elevate the receiving game aligns perfectly with what Green Bay needs to push into the postseason and beyond. Imagine Brown lining up opposite Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson, creating mismatches all over the field. His size and speed could open up the entire offense, allowing Love to throw more confidently downfield. In fact, projections suggest Brown could bring in over 300 receiving yards, boosting Love's EPA per pass from plus 0.14 to around plus 0.31. This isn't just about adding yards, it's about transforming the entire passing attack, giving Green Bay the kind of explosive threat that can change the outcome of close games. Plus, Brown's YAC ability, his yards after catch, would open up running lanes for Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, making the run game more effective and keeping defenses honest. From a tactical standpoint, Brown's strength in YAC also helps open up the run game, especially when the Packers opt for play action. Despite injuries to key players like Jones, who's been dealing with a knee and ankle issue that DNP'd him on December 17th, the success rate of play-action passes could see an increase of around 14%. That means Jordan Love could find more open receivers, and the offense could become more unpredictable, a crucial factor in playoff football. The Packers' Super Bowl odds could improve significantly with a move like this, from around +1.0 to as low as +450, turning Green Bay into a serious X-factor in the NFC playoff picture. Their upcoming matchup against the Vikings secondary, which allows about 220 passing yards per game, could be a perfect stage for Brown to make a statement and help Green Bay secure a deep playoff run. This kind of move is reminiscent of the 2020 trade that sent DeAndre Hopkins to the Arizona Cardinals, a deal that immediately made the Cardinals' offense more explosive and helped them reach the playoffs. For the Packers, acquiring Brown could be the final piece to solidify their offensive identity and leave a lasting legacy for LaFleur's coaching staff, rolling into the postseason with multiple Lombardi trophies within reach. It's a bold, high-risk, high-reward move that could set the tone for years to come, especially if it helps them secure a Super Bowl victory. With the deadline approaching on November 4th, this could be the move that defines Green Bay's season and cements their status as a serious contender. This potential trade, if it materializes, would not just be a short-term fix, but a statement of intent, showing that the Packers are all in for another championship run. It would also send a message to the rest of the league that Green Bay is not backing down, that they're ready to go all in with their talent and strategic moves. The addition of a player like Brown, who can produce game-changing plays and elevate the entire offense, aligns perfectly with the Packers' philosophy of building a balanced and dangerous team. It's a move that could define the franchise's future, and fans should be excited about the possibilities. So, keep an eye on this story because it's developing rapidly, and if it happens, it could be one of the most exciting things to happen in Green Bay in recent memory. The Packers are always looking for ways to improve, and a trade for A.J. Brown would certainly fit that mold. It's a bold, aggressive move that could pay huge dividends when it matters most, at the end of the season in the playoffs, and possibly in the Super Bowl. The NFC North might be watching this unfold with a mix of awe and concern, knowing that Green Bay is ready to make a statement. And for us fans, it's a reminder that our team is always in the hunt, always looking for that edge to bring home another Lombardi. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think A.J. Brown would be the perfect piece to push the Packers over the top? Or do you believe the price is too high? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. This team is always full of surprises, and with moves like this, the future looks brighter than ever. Let's get ready for what could be an historic run. And as always, Go Pack Go.